Here we are. Got the macro lens today. Set the lighting a little bit darker. Oh, Andy, you made it. Open a package. Wacky slush. Alright. 2 packages today. The first one I'm a bit excited about. It's a bootleg item. I'm getting a new microphone shortly. It was pretty pricey, but used. Excuse me, off eBay, but it was there's an adapter you need to plug it into the transmitter on my belt. So this should be what I'm looking for, except I don't know how exactly even to open this. The hell? There we go. It's like they put this in a fucking finger trap. Why would they do this? I don't know why they did this. There it is. So it's a head-worn mic is what I'm anticipating. And the end of it terminates into this thing called a micro dot, I guess. And then this is a locking 3.5 millimeter that goes into the transmitter. So let's see how it turns out. I'm excited. I'm gonna put it back in the finger trap and then regret it. That's the first package. We got one more in case you or anybody wants to redeem it. Lakers crushing it right now, huh? Crazy. Trying to take a look at my video settings. Hope it's coming in all right. Alrighty. So we have some of these Zealios done. Ada helped work on them, but we have a few more to go. Quite a few more. A few rows. Bought about 80 of them, and then hopefully the idea cherry pick the 60 best for an upcoming HHKB build. So, guess we can go and just get started. I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing, but I don't know where I put it. There's one. Oh, who is that? Oh, goodness. Getting paged right now. Oh, interesting. Interesting evening so far. Let's see what's going on. Give me a second, everybody. Gotta take something somewhat privately. Apologies for that, everybody. All right. Thanks for the patience. Gonna try something out here. I wonder. Okay. All right. Apologies for the silence and the movement. Small chance I may need to get off. May have seen a work escalation come in right as I started stream. We'll see though. Try to at least get 3 switches done. Yo. Can you hear me? Oh shit, hold up. Dude, I just started. Yo, can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me? Oh, you immediately went on mute, didn't you?
Sorry, what was that?
So I just started stream.
Uh-huh.
And I may need to hop off.
Oh. Work?
Yep. I'm trying to just get through a little bit of work here, but nothing.
Stream your work.
I don't think I have the capacity to do that.
Just tell them you're busy streaming. The Laker game still on? No, it ended.
Is it? Did it just... Oh, it ended?
Oh. Is that lube?
Yep. Can you see it?
Yeah, why don't you just spray WD-40 on everything?
I don't think WD-40 holds up well with these types of parts. But you're right, maybe I should just do it.
Beg to differ.
Alright, I may have to hop off after I finish these next 2 switches.
Sure.
Ridiculous. Streamed for like just a couple minutes now. 30 minutes, where I would say a solid many of these minutes were like just trying to get information.
Huh?
Like I've been on live for about 30 minutes now. 5 minutes was me getting started up. And I swear like 10 minutes have been me like trying to gather information just through Slack. And now I think I'm being told to get on a bridge call with a client.
Jeez.
That's excellent.
That sucks.
Shoot. Okay, this one's off a bit. So I will probably have to redo that. But I'll probably redo that off stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump on a call. That's pretty trash.
I signed up for it.
Um,
Oh, wait a second. Hang on a second, let me figure out what's going on.
need to go to Mammoth.
Oh.
Ah, shit's booked. Wow.
Well, this is like a huge disaster. uh, and none of this on-call stuff really makes sense at the current moment. Which is, I mean, it's the way it is, I guess. I'm trying to look for, oh, there it is. Alright. I guess I gotta try to finish this, done 3 switches tonight. And one of them is a little bit half-baked, so I'm gonna try to handle this, and then I guess I gotta sign off.
Damn. Damn, we can't find any.
So perfect. A flawless stream.
Make sure you raid someone.
I think I gotta hop off after this the briefest of streams.
Been a good one.
Okay, I mean, I'll see if I could sign back on. Depending on how involved this whole situation is. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the life of being on call. So, stream, we're probably not gonna raid anybody. Just in case I come back shortly. I mean, I guess everyone will get sent another stream notification, I suppose. If I don't see you, I guess I'll see you guys on, I don't know, Sunday night at the earliest, Tuesday night at the latest. But we'll see if I'll be back soon. All right. See you guys later.
Thank you.
We are back. Back in business.
Was that like an hour?
Was that an hour? I think it was probably just about an hour, yeah. Yeah,
You just took
9:58.
a really long shit.
You think I took a really long shit?
Yeah. Maybe 20 shits back to back to back.
I can't lie. That's what I actually did.
I've been trying really hard to apply to marketing jobs for cannabis companies,
Mm.
but
My guess is it's because you like cannabis.
cannabis dick.
Is your passion in cannabis?
I mean, I think it's a cool industry, and it has room to rapidly grow.
Okay. I can see that. I think, you know what's crazy though?
What?
I think that I get this feeling that its success is prone to fluctuate depending on politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the rate it's going right now, it's on the upswing.
Yeah, it's on the upswing for the next 4 years.
I mean, even then, it's like after the next 4 years, like they're not gonna stop. Like it's not gonna be suddenly illegal.
Right. But it is gonna be like it's like even if you consider that it'll just continue being successful, there's gonna be times where it's more successful than others.
Yeah.
There's gonna be times where it's gonna be a little less successful than others.
I mean, the way I see it, like, it's like, it's the same as like prohibition for alcohol.
Mm.
It's just like, it's just after certain points, like, okay, this is so tremendously beneficial for everybody, regardless of like political party, that like turning back any or making any legislative changes that holds it back is just gonna look bad.
Mm. Rough Jeff,
Because
welcome.
it's gonna be a poor fiscal or like, yeah, it's like a poor fiscal policy.
True. I mean, that part of it is true, where it's just like there's a lot of economic benefits to it, I suppose. Rough Jeff says, "Is Callie obsessed with cannabis? What about that CBD stuff?" I mean, I feel like definitely before COVID, it just seemed like it was definitely on the come up. Of just like, it just felt like everyone was talking about it. Every storefront stocked something. Like there was my favorite was there was a 7-Eleven near my old office where it literally just had a printed out piece of paper. It's just like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and then just dead center of the paper it said, "We sell CBD." And it was just like taped to the window of this this 7-Eleven. It's like, man, that looks like a really official sign.
My internet just tripped out like super hard.
Oh, so you just missed everything I said, huh?
Yeah.
The whole punchline and everything.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But rough Jeff. I mean, I don't know if you could say California's obsessed with it. I think they're kind of just, it's just like so ingrained into regular like life now. So it's just like, is California obsessed with like beer? I guess people are pretty obsessed with beer. So you could say people have the same passion for that as like microbrew and stuff like that. And yeah, people love CBD. Yeah, pretty much.
So it's as common as beer then? Yeah, you know, actually, like, I feel like I knew some people who were just like, I actually think I like cannabis better than alcohol, because, like, people were saying, like, yeah, like, I get real stupid and sloppy when I drink. Like, I don't get like that when, you know, they do what they do, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather smoke than drink. But nowadays, I do neither.
Do you save money?
Yeah.
Good.
And brain cells.
That's good.
But it would be a...
Yeah, I don't think this focusing mechanism is doing what I want it to. Hey, there we go. Nope. This is very slow.
You know that Jeff Bezos is out of Amazon? We could talk shit about him.
No, man. Jeff Bezos might still tell Andy Jassy to give me the check mark.
What the hell's going on with your screen?
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I was trying to do something that like I see a lot of other keyboard streamers do, but it's much more effective for other streamers because most other streamers or keyboard streamers are using like Sony systems where it's just really optimized to run like constant video autofocusing. In general, like video autofocusing is just so not like practical because no real videographer is using like autofocus. It's all manual. Me, it's like or keyboard streamers, it has like definitely like a bigger effect or like a more practical use because keyboard streamers are usually
very good.
What's up?
Your area of focus, you should maybe you should close the aperture a little bit.
Oh, it's like I closed it like crazy earlier, so it's just I think I was just out of focus. But yeah, I'm at like F10 right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got F69.
You're right.
Does that exist?
I would say so, or like I would imagine like it could. Oh, there was this crazy ass shit, dude. It was I saw I was fucking up so late last night, or like I was awake so late last night. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta figure out how to share this on Discord or something. Okay, I just shared it to the photography channel. It's crazy. I was like, I've seen stuff about camera obscura before, but like to see it like in practical action, like I never would have anticipated.
Trailer uploading a small format.
Check that out on the photography channel. Gotta love the autofocus spazzing out foreground and background. What about F0? So, okay. Do you see what's going on in that picture?
Yeah.
Like, did you look at it upside down?
Yes.
It's fucking like, it's a picture of buildings.
Yeah, it's like an actual image.
That's crazy, dude. Like, do you know much about camera obscura?
It's like pinhole cameras.
Yeah, but like specifically like there's this use case for it. I don't know if camera obscura is specifically regarding that, but like people used to, and like people have just now as experiments, like use giant like buildings with holes in them like as a camera. Like it's just a giant fucking camera. But like this one is so crazy because it was unintentional. Wild, man. Anyways, I remember I was reading this book. Actually, I can pull out the book right now because there's actually a really funny quote in it. It's like, I feel like it's like a granddaddy of photography book. Like it's not like it's old or anything. It's not super old, but I'm gonna go grab this real quick. I actually just have this book right here. Shit, I realize you guys might not be able to see it. It's Light, Science, and Magic, an introduction to photographic lighting. I feel like everyone loves this book. But there's this like really hilarious, oh, that's, yeah, Rough Jeff, that's the inside of a trailer truck. And it had a small hole, so it kind of like functioned as like a pinhole photography for like the back end of it. Sorry, give me a second here. I'm getting paged again for the thing I just finished, so my hope is that I can actually just resolve it. My hope, at least. Anyways, sorry. I'm still looking through this book. I gotta find it. That quote. All right. Okay, it says, what lighting equipment do I need? We expect you to ask this question. We offer this two-part answer. Part one is where the funny quote is. No photographer has enough lighting equipment to do every assignment as well as possible. So that's point number one, and then there's like a description under it. Point number two is most photographers do have enough equipment to do almost every assignment well. Okay. The funny quote here is that under point number one, no photographer has enough lighting to do every assignment as well as possible. No matter how much lighting equipment you have, there will always be times when you want more. Suppose, for example, you can illuminate a large set to shoot at f96 at 1/5000th of a second. Please call the fire department before turning on this apparatus. Okay, what the fuck, that's cool. So the trailer's wall was thick enough that it reflected everything upside down. So the situation is that, if you've ever used a pinhole camera, like the idea is that like, there's a tiny hole through which light like just passes through it. And that can actually like collect information out the other side of the hole to whatever surface there actually is. In pinhole photography, what happens actually is that like when it accepts this light, it kind of like flips upside down, and so the back projection of the wall, or like the light coming through this hole projects into the wall and actually can make a permanently burned picture into it. That's exactly like with pinhole photography. The idea is that like you can embed a piece of like light sensitive photo film to the back surface of this little camera, and when you open up the little hole for some light for a still photo, depending on how much time you take to bring light in. Hey, Gawk.
Jesus Christ, we love you, God!
Like it'll actually like take in and just burn the image onto the film. In this particular case, in that photo, there's no film, but there is just the back of the trailer. And there was a tiny hole that for this trailer that was, is stationary, was just accepting all of that information. Why does that one cost more points? There's a bunch of the other ones that only just say Jesus Christ, and I feel like you're getting more sound for there's more value in the amount of sound.
Eyeballs are camera obscuras.
Wait, what is it?
Our eyeballs are camera obscuras.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. God, pretty sure this has more sound. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm just pressing it a bunch of times. Rough Jeff, the joke. Alex, I don't know if you heard the funny joke that I said. I think you dropped off for a little second.
What was it?
Okay, it says, no photographer has enough lighting equipment to do every assignment as well as possible. No matter how much lighting equipment you have, there will be times where you want more. Suppose, for example, you can illuminate a large set to shoot at f96 at 1/5000th of a second. Please call the fire department before turning on this apparatus. The idea is that, like, in order to capture an actual image well and expose an image properly through a hole that is like considered to be f96 would be like microscopic. And if you had a shutter speed of 1/5000th of a second, like you're taking this picture for a very, very short amount of time. If a picture is exposed that well under those conditions, like it has to be like one of the brightest things in the universe.
it still doesn't answer my question of if you could shoot an F69.
I think someone could possibly produce a lens that closes to f69 or like a pinhole that's small, I suppose, somewhere after what, f22 but before f96.
Yeah, I want a F69 camera with a 1/420 shutter speed.
Okay, would the wall's thickness have to be a specific thickness for a camera obscura? I figure that's how it's upside down, just because that's just how light bounces off a sideways surface. I don't think that's the case. I don't know all the specific details of camera obscura, but I don't think that a wall's thickness is... I mean, maybe it's the thickness in the sense that it's not going to get burned, but... I don't know. If you guys want to learn more about camera obscura, by all means, school me on it. I'm just a guy who's lubricating some keyboard switches. By the way, Gok, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been well. You know, I kind of want to one day just be like brilliant enough to make my own keyboard case. For those of you who are not familiar, Gok is from New Zealand. He is a master keyboard designer. Famed in the world of keyboards. Basically, I want to make a case that fits a plain 60 Alps PCB, and I just want to make it an AEK, but an HHKB layout. I have a plate that actually has AEK and is actually like has HHKB quarter blockers, split right shift, split backspace. The problem is the plate itself got fucked up in translation when I got it off like laser gist, I think that's where I got it off of. Essentially the kerf that they cut it at, or that they auto put on it, it like cut down the stabilizer holes like too close to the edge, and so like you can't actually fit the stabilizers on it properly. And then on top of that, it is like a tray mount, which is kind of I mean it's chill, but it's like I love to have enough knowledge to be able to build like my own case that just like is probably just way too stupidly over the top. If it's only the plate, you could get that replaced. I recognize like I could probably just redo the plate, but it's like I already like fucked up once and spent like a ton of money like cutting one plate, fucking up once. And I'm just like, well, on top of that, it's like I do want to like be able to produce a case that's like not tray mount. For Alps. Lala Bob, welcome to the stream and thank you for
hanging out.
there's
an F420 camera?
I don't know. I don't know where the F's stop, because at some point like these holes get microscopic.
Dude, there's an F69 420 camera.
You might be interested in this, but it's not HHKB. I think I've seen yeah, I feel like I recently saw, was it Teja build a lunar, or he built something, some kind of Alps keyboard on stream, and I did see this, but I was thinking like, yeah man, the split keys, it's like a I realize I've been on the wrong camera angle. It's like the deal breaker for me.
Damn, that keyboard looks crazy.
Yeah. But I appreciate you looking out, Gawk. Alps anything is awesome. I just wish that the compatibility and like the support was just there, but it just doesn't have much. I've been going so slow. I also took a giant break because
You should make a keyboard obscura.
oh shit. For those of you who were not here for it, I started stream at about 9-ish p.m. maybe 9:30. I started streaming about 9:30 p.m. Oh, wait a second. Let me look at that again. It did look like it had split backspace, right? Yeah, it did. I see. So it doesn't have the split right shift, but it does do everything else for me. Pretty much. Man, I feel like it'd be so close. I could whip that out. I actually do want to show off. I realize possibly not everyone has seen my parts of my collection. So I'm like down to show stuff off. 1.75 Alps shift exists. There are 1.75 Alps bottom row keys that are not shift. And to me, that's all that matters. Just like the keys just gotta be there. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick after I finish off lubing this switch. I'll go grab that. I also realized I do have the wrong lens in, so I've been trying to use this macro lens just because, I mean, it's here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how badly I botched like the last, like this and the last switch, because I haven't really been paying much attention to actually lubing it. But anyways, for anyone who wasn't here for it, I did start stream around 9:30. And I was streaming for about 30 minutes when I had a work call come in. So I had to sign off for about an hour. But I'm back now. We've done a very, very modest amount of switches. And we'll probably continue along with the modestness here. Yeah, we'll take a look at this one again. Okay, that seems lubed. Seems lubed. I think we're good. All right, let me close these up and then I'll show you guys the goods. What made you want to get Zealios, or are these a really old batch? Okay, so you know me when it comes to keyboards. My prerequisite for getting a keyboard is that, oh shit, it's got to be HHKB. That's the one prerequisite, big one. Now when it comes to switches, when you ask the question, what made you want to get X switch? That I have no answer to. It's that... Actually, I do remember why I wanted to get Zealios. I got these on Black Friday, and there was a sale. There's a Black Friday sale on Zeal switches. Outside of that, I mean, with that order, I got some Zealios and some Telios. And the idea is, I'm just gonna keep on. They're still expensive during a sale, LOL. Yeah, but what I like to think is that, like, keyboard kits are so damn expensive. To the point where I'm just looking at, like, okay, if anything is cheaper than a keyboard kit, like, it's not like it's not really worth it. I think, like, where it's just like, okay, like, here's my thing. I think a lot of people complain that, like, Telios and Zealios are like twice ish, twice ish more expensive than the previous Switch, but like in the grand scheme of things, like I feel like the scale of it being so much more expensive is like it's still not that expensive. I don't know. That's kind of how I justified it. Like it's like you look at like some kinds of JWKs being like $40 for like, you know, X amount. I mean, it's like Zealios or what for the same amount, like $70. I don't know. I don't think that's like that huge of a difference. And it's like, well, I do just want to try it out and see. Is there going to be any tangible difference? We'll see. But I'm gonna go grab that keyboard because I do want to show this off. Oh my gosh. Sure, but the thing is that they aren't actually better. I recognize that. I think that there's a lot of things that are expensive that are not better. Totally aware. That's not gonna stop me from buying things. Yeah, like I don't think I'm necessarily going to America's expensive and not better. It used to be the smoothest Switch on the market. I see. Ooh, I need to make a very small adjustment to something. Wait, did someone else redeem open package? Oh, I think I still have one. Okay, I still have one more package to open if anyone was interested, but it's... Anyways. JWK are smoother now and quite a bit cheaper. I see. Korea's all you can eat barbecue for $10, no tip, no taxes, man. How come open package is worth so little? Usually because I'm more excited about opening a package than people spending the points on it. Anyways. Shoot. Let me change lenses. Wrong scene. Gok, thank you for redeeming that. I will do that shortly. I'll do that after I show off the keyboard. Oh. Is your shirt a clown emoji? Oh, while we're at it, no, it's actually not. Let me show you what it is. It's close though. I'll show you what this shirt is. Give me a second. We're doing so many things at once here, but they're all very important. It's this. Damn, these are not big. So it's bullet effects. This is the episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets inspired by Thomas Edison for inventing so many things. And he decides to invent a makeup gun where he just shoots Marge in the face with this shotgun that just contains a bunch of makeup. And he kept trying to shoot Marge with it, and then at some point she just pushed the gun away at a wall. And that's what this design is. That's what that is. All right. Anyways, it certainly looks like cloud makeup. So this right here, I'm not sure how well this is going to be heard. Give me a second here. Test, test. Test, test. I don't know how listenable that is. Is this on? Are you guys able to hear this? This rattly spacebar. Okay, it's not even plugged in, but so anyways, this right here is the this right here is a couple things. One, it's complicated blue Alps. So you can pull this off. Complicated blue Alps. Kimchi, be cool. Oh. Hello, guys. I'm showing off a keyboard right now that I think you guys might be a little bit interested in. No, you Kimchi. Gok was Gok had stepped in here, and I explained that, like, I think one day I wanted to be able to build my own keyboard case and be just like my hero, Gok, our good friend from New Zealand. So I'll show off this. I actually get ready to flex and assert dominance. Oh God. Well, Tim, Kimchi, I hope you've been having a great night tonight. I've had a very interesting night. we have lubed a very, very small amount of switches, which should sound very familiar. My lube streams tend to be more like stalling streams, I feel like. Oh my goodness. Dr. Huru, thank you for the giant raid. Alex, if you're still on the voice chat, we just got a big old raid here.
Oh, nice.
Guys, everybody, welcome. J Perms, welcome back. Dr. Who, thank you so much for the big ol' raid. I realize it's gotten a little quiet here. A lot of the ambiance has been absent. Bitter Seeds, welcome back. Potatoes, Seaweed, welcome. Major Spooks, welcome. RX003, welcome back. Daddy Pop, hello, hello. Potato Seaweed, thank you for the follow. Smiling Down, thank you also for the follow. Hope everybody has been having a great night. Dr. Huru, hope you had a great stream. What were you up to? I think I popped into your stream for a bit earlier. I've had an interesting night. A very, very interesting night. I think you were working on a Lin keyboard, I believe. Have you shown off the Zealio switches yet? I have. Well, I was lubing them for a bit, and then our good friend Gok came in, and we were just having a brief chat about this keyboard, which I'll bring back in a second. But I did. I rebuilt my Lin. Okay, right on. Yeah, Zealio's V1s. I think these are V2s. Are they? How different are V1s from V2s? I want V1s. I see. I was around when V1s came out, and like this was like right around the time where it was just like the cherry patent expired, and I was kind of just like, I don't know how I felt. I was like, I feel like non-cherry switches, they can't possibly be good. And mind you, this was like what, 2015 or so. Yeah, so I never got in on them, but you know. Look who pays the price. Like I just felt like it was just like, oh, this is just like an ergo cooler, but like not cherry. Like so I was lubing some of these earlier. I lubed a very, very small amount here. A lot of these were done prior to stream. Again, I had an interesting night. I was streaming for about half an hour when I started, and then I got pulled off to a work call, and then I just ended up resuming stream after about an hour of being offline. Need to find V1s. Man, it seems like everybody's into these V1s. I don't know what the wonder what the commotion is about them. Yeah, I just wanted to, I think some of you guys might have seen this from before. Zaniar, thank you for the follow. Juanta Fanta, thank you for the follow. What switches in Alps build? These are complicated Blue Alps. Some of you may have seen this before. I was working on this. We're not working on an Alps build tonight, but it just came up in conversation, and I wanted to talk about it. Zealio's V1s and Zealio's V1 stems, right on. Tapped on it once and I fell in love with him. So this guy right here, I'm really, really proud of this, but I also think it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up for one big reason, and there's just some weaknesses here. So what I think is like I'm really, really proud of and really, really happy about is that this was an AEK or like an Alp 64 from, what was the fella's name? I forgot. Was it Hasu? Yeah, it was Hasu. This was 2015 when he put out the Alp 64 group buy. Came with a PCB. Yeah. Epsilon Keyboards, welcome back. Good to see you. So he put out that group buy with a PCB and with an AEK plate. which is cool. I ended up just keeping the kit and then not doing anything with it for like 2 years. Like, so I ended up buying into it in 2015, building it in like 2017, and then I just like threw it in the closet. Like I just never used it. Quarantine, hit, last year, and I decided like, hey, like I know why I'm not using it. It's because like I'm an HHKB user. So what I did was I found I was able to get a new plate cut that just ends up having a split backspace and split right shift, and then I ended up actually just using the plate to block off the corners just because HHKB. One of the problems though is let's see if we could pull off these keycaps, and I'm like just so hesitant to even do it because I don't want to sit here and fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck it up if I do, but basically the curve for when I actually got this cut was I guess a little too much, and then the little stabilizer clips on the plate for which you source that also from an Alps keyboard, like got too close to the edge, and basically there's no way for that clip to just stay in place, which it sucks. Like it sucks in the sense that like I wish that didn't happen, So, oops, I put it in the wrong spot. Alp stabs are a pain in general, no need to take that apart. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but Spelunk Punk, welcome to the stream. So yeah, it was kind of a bummer. So that's kind of why I still don't use it, but also it's just like, there's this fact that like, I think it's the case. Like this, I don't know if you guys might be familiar or not, but Hammerworks, the guy who I guess got a hold of the BSP molds and then does everything through the name CRP now. He did some casework, and I think that this is like kind of what I recall, or what I've heard people say is like this is like kind of like the classic legendary like 60% tray mount case that he made in 2013. Kimchi Jody Boy, welcome back. Is this the Hammerboard? Yes, this is the Hammerboard. This is Hammerworks. Yeah, Hammerworks, the CRP guy, the same guy who took the BSP molds and turned it into CRP. Yeah. He also has done some casework, and I think he has had a TKL case out there. I'm not sure. I think that was like a couple years ago. But this guy right here is a 2013 60% tray mount case that I think ended up being like pretty popular, pretty desired, at least at the time. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it works with complicated Blue Alps. Like I think like just something about it like acoustically is just like to me just seems like not quite right. It is a cool ass case. I feel like this would be a good tray mount case for just like other boards. I don't think that Blue Alps is that, unfortunately. Where did this music come from? Oh my gosh, okay. You want like a chunky plastic case. Yeah, I know. I think, Epsilon, I think you might have mentioned that the last time we were taking a look at this, but I'm not sure if you guys are able to hear this. I hope you guys are. Oh my goodness, this is another raid? Lady Bala, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. It's been a really long time since you've come by. Lady Bala, everybody from Lady Bala's stream, welcome. Everybody, Lady Bala is one of the first people to ever have like a big ol' raid to me. This was a couple years back. I was playing Splatoon, and it's just like the first time I've ever been surprised with such a large raid. So everybody, thank you. By the way, I think we missed out on a couple. Oh my god, I can't believe you remember. Yeah, I remember because I was just like, whoa, where did this come from? Really long time I stopped streaming on my channel. I just came back. Right on, right on. Welcome back to the channel here. Welcome back to Twitch. All that. Oh, I got an explosion. Jody Hug Monster. Raid Woo 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 Heya. Guys, what? Oh.
Smoke weed every day.
All right. Let's see here. We got a hello, fellow keyboard nerd, Rooney the Nerd. Welcome. We're gonna shout out. We're also gonna shout out Dr. Huru, which I realized we didn't do that earlier. I see you are into keyboards now. Yeah. I have a little history. I was into keyboards for a bit, and then I took a little break, and you know the whole COVID thing happened, so I'm back now. Walter SG, how's your day? It's been an interesting night. I'll say that. Work was interesting. I started streaming for about 30 minutes earlier, and then I had to drop off again for work, but I'm back now. A little. Jody Hug Monster, thank you for the follow. Lala Bop, what board is this? This is parts. I don't know what you want to call it. This is parts. It's an Alps 64 from Hasu 2015 with a custom cut plate for HHKB that is slightly not good because I didn't cut it properly. Those are interesting HKB blockers. Yeah. So we blocked out, like when I redid the plate, that was part of the original Hasu build. I decided to just block off the corners because why not? Just make it look like an HHKB, right? It's got complicated blue Alps with the AEK, keycaps. So it has the AEK bottom row as well. And finally, it is the Hammerworks 60% tray mount case that was run in about 2013. So, well, Bob, if that answers your question. What I will say is that it's fun. It's fun to have built this. It's fun to have it here in front of me. But I want to say that I don't think it works. Something about it just feels a little bit off. So I think the blue Alps got to go in something else. Probably something that's I don't know, not metal. I'm not into keyboards yet, but my husband Rooney the Nerd loves them. He built mine. All I know is that it's pink, black, and white, and pretty. Right on. Rooney the Nerd, welcome, and thank you for the follow. Yeah, I have a bit of a collection that I was like I've been slow to show off, just because I think streams go one way, keyboards go another way. I think Alps would work well in PC boards. I can imagine that, but I'd love to be able to try. The thing is that we got to put it together, are there any polycarbonate cases out there that would work with Alps PCBs and would we need to cut a polycarbonate case? Curious. It's a curious thing, and I'd be actually really interested to be able to. I wonder if you could take a Ramakara and then just cut your own plate for it. I would love that. Ooh. Tim, you got a big build tomorrow? It's an expensive hobby, yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Hope you like scuff. Polycarbonate, like a Clipe, okay. Right on. I need PCB with a PC font, okay. Yeah. So yeah, in any case, this is kind of where we are. I mean, I think that it would behoove us to put these switches into something else, and then replace these here with something else. I have in the cupboard, I have some complicated brown Alps, and I do also have a ton of modified Matthias switches, which I think honestly are very underappreciated because no one modifies them. I think if you take off the bumpers from Matthias switches, they're super nice. They're wobbly as shit, but they are pretty damn nice. All right, let me get some music back on here. I realize I'll go. You know what? It's like we're not gonna do much lubing tonight, but what we can do, we'll go grab some interesting stuff from the cupboard. So give me a second while I get the music back on. Oh, Alex. Yeah, there's this other keyboard to the right of me. So, yeah, give me a second here. I gotta figure out where everything is. All right. Let me grab a couple other boards here. I want to show you guys. Ugh. I can bring out all the Alp stuff I have if you guys are interested. By the way, I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I got the lavalier mic clipped on my shirt here. So I'm hoping that you guys can hear me just as well as when I'm at my desk. That's my one real Alps build, is the one that you guys are looking at right now. Every other build I have is Matthias. What else do I have? I got like 4 Matthias boards. Two of them have the same switches in them, so I'm not even gonna bother showing that. Where are these other guys? I think this is the other one. And then I'll go grab the brown Alps. Shoot, where are they? Which I realized the last couple times I've had these big old raids, I think I showed off the same exact Alps shit, which it's like, Alps comprises so little of my actual collection, but it just happens to be the case that I just keep showing it off. So sorry for those of you who have seen this more than once. Where are my brown Alps? Oh, I see it. Some of these guys. Oh my gosh. All right, I've missed all these messages. Well, let's take a look at what we got here. Walter, I need to get ready for better. Got work tomorrow. Thank you so much for dropping by. Much appreciated. Bitter Seeds, almost DGen hours. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by again. Much appreciated. So you haven't played with orange Alps or yellows yet? I think I had orange. I think it was orange that I harvested out of an AAK once. I remember thinking, like, yeah, they were cool, and then I just sold it. Chubbies, yeah, hey, Chubbies is so cool. Chubbies is great. He produces some good content. Postponing build to Wednesday. Right on. Chubbies is super fast. It's crazy. All right, my only real actual Alps build here. I also had some green Alps as well. I think that was also harvested out of something else. I don't remember exactly what, but I do remember that the green Alps that I had were like dirty. It was real bad. So this right here is a KBP V60 with modified Matthias tactile switches. I actually really like these. I'm not gonna lie. And I think that, like, yeah, this also just works well with this plastic case. Definitely a cutie. Dang, that's cool. All right, this is I used to drive this on a side machine. There's an MX Red in the corner here for artisans, but these are Matthias Linears. And then I also have this, which is just like, I kind of don't know why I even have this. I do remember buying it, but I'm just like, why? It's like I'm not gonna use this. But these are Matthias Clickies. It's like, it's not even like a layout that I'll just put it on top. So yeah, you know what would actually be pretty cool is if I put the Blue Alps in here. Because I feel like this is a case that would be really good for it. But I'm never gonna use it, to be quite honest, because it's just like, fuck this layout. I'm not a big fan of this layout. All right, so for anybody at all interested, what we have here is Matthias clicky switches, and I know a lot of people out there have trashed Matthias switches. I find them very underrated. Like, I think that when it comes down to, as much as people out there say that, you know, keyboards and the world of keyboards, everything is preference. Like, hey, that's my preference, and I'm gonna go to my grave with it, that I think Matthias switches very, very underappreciated. What I will say is that, like, I'm gonna venture to say that Matthias switches in this case sounds better than Blue Alps in this case. I'll go so far as to say that. And if anybody wants to know, like, here, we'll go and do it. So this right here, if I pause the music, is...
Fight you for that statement.
What's up?
I want to fight you for making such a controversial statement.
We're gotta run. I'll be back next time, friends. Hey, thanks for dropping by. You're gonna fight me over this statement, Alex?
Yeah.
All right. So here's where we're at. Complicated Blue Alps in this metal case. Just put this here. All right. Complicated Blue Alps in that metal case, the hammer case, the legendary hammer case. All right. Matthias switches, Matthias clicky switches in the Matthias, you know, clicky pro keyboard here. Let's give it some angle. That's a high angle. I like that better, personally. I don't know what you guys think. I just like both nice. Tempest, welcome. Matthias sounds super rattly, not gonna lie. Oh, absolutely. I think I admire your taste. They are rattly. That's like, honestly, I think it's I think that's the value proposition, to be perfectly honest. The value proposition is that they're extremely wobbly. So you'll hear it. You'll hear it in these couple other keyboards. So these are also Matthias keyboards. Lady Bala, have a great rest of the stream. Okay, come back for Time Speed next time. Lady Bala, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid, and it's been so good seeing you again. Thank you. And hope you have a good night, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to try some linearized Matthias switches with thicker lube like 205. So this right here is unlubed linear Matthias switches with the bumpers removed. That's the key point. The bumpers got to be removed, because if you keep the bumpers inside of these like Matthias linears or Matthias like non-clicky tactiles, they're shit. They're not good. They reduce speed, and it's just something about it, like it feels off, it sounds off. They silence them. So they actually have these like little side bumpers, and it's just like all these Matthias like builds that I've done just over the years is just like I'm spending time just pulling out all of the bumpers, just throwing them back in unlubed. It's fine without the lube, but they just, to me, just become a significantly better switch, like miles and miles better. Again, super wobbly, but I think that's kind of what it's all about. That's kind of what it's all about. So here are the linears. I actually really like these, and I've driven these for quite a while. If you take a look, I'm not sure if you can really see it, but there's some shine on these keycaps, a little bit of shine. I get in a little wrist rest. It's like those people that like driving trash cans. You would like some of them nice shrunken wipe stems them. What's good pair? Ovaler. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Pare. I don't know. I don't actually know what this word is. The spacebar sounds like the best out of anything. Co-star stabilizers, baby. All right. This right here, finally, is the Matthias tactile non-clicky switch, also undampened. Damn, I hope you were Filipino. I knew Tagalog means friend in Tagalog. I am Filipino. I know zero Tagalog. Tempest, I like that one for what it is. Oh, okay. We finally met in the middle on something. Finally, we have some brown Alps, which are not mounted to anything. So I have nothing for you guys here. I could press on these. If that means anything to you guys. How tatted are you? I got these guys run through my arms and through my chest. I have this guy right here on my neck. Thank you, Based God. And I don't think anyone knows this. So for anyone who is here lurking, listening, all that, and not turned away, I also got this guy. Most people don't know about this because you keep it covered up. It's a squid. Feet. I see you. Okay. If anyone, you know what we could also do? By the way, yes, thank you for hitting that charity command. Guys, all bits and subs I send to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank at the end of every month, except I've forgotten to do that for January. I think we got some big donations in January, so we're going to get that one out soon. I just got to not forget. But if you guys want to donate directly to them, go and hit that link. That's my donation page directly to them. That way Twitch doesn't take the cut. On the other hand, if you sub, Twitch will take a cut, but I will send what I get to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. And also you get the one emote of the horns. Guys, see you're well off and just do this for funsies. Look, this is fun. I like being able to go and do this, and I appreciate everyone who's here tonight. So thank you. Tempest, the sleeves look like days of just pain. Yeah, it was about 10 sessions over the span of about 2.5 years or so. Young Gopi. Gopi, is that you? The Gopi? Alex, I think we got Gopi on. Gopi, if that's you, play Sandstorm. I am not gonna play Sandstorm. I'm not gonna risk getting banned over DMCA shit over some Darude. Leave him on the beach. Are they traditional or something, or did you just get inspired by Iron Man or something? No, it's just I found a guy whose work I liked. I reached out and we set it up. I think that the guy, he does some tribal like inspired like traditional work, but some of it just like varies in how much it's influenced by tribal stuff. This is like a little bit less so yeah. I do want to grab a couple more things from the pantry here. Just because, you know, here we are. Here's where we are and what we're doing, right? We got a couple of Jesus. We got a couple of things, extra things I want to show. I'm excited to show all of my cheap keyboards off. Cause like I show off my cheap keyboards, and all of my cheap keyboards are like, Young Gobi, do you have mini keyboards? I mean, this one's a little small. I'm not sure if. Oh yeah, Tempest, I do have a lav mic here. Oh, yeah, let's see. There's a little lav mic here. I'm actually gonna upgrade pretty soon to a head-worn mic, just because I feel like there's a lot of noise when I'm just wrestling my shirt a lot. So I do have like a head-worn mic coming in soon. It's a used DPA D-Fine 4066. Oh shit. Okay, good. You guys can't see that. There's an address on there. All right. So, more cheap-ish shit. My favorite keyboard is the Sidekick 2 keyboard. Yeah, the Sidekick was sick. Chief Keef keyboards. Because my gear. All right. For anybody interested, we got a side-by-side. Please tell me you are a nurse in the daytime. No, I'm a software engineer. Oh, kind of like what yeah. What Rossman wears, yeah. I don't know how. I kind of went balls to the wall just buying this really, it's a really nice head-worn mic, but I did buy it used, so it's like that kind of like takes away a little bit from the niceness. Yeah. So anyways, here's what we got here, guys. I do want to be able to show this. So the current keyboard that I'm driving is this KBD Fans D60. I think that this keyboard kind of went a little bit under the radar because it's KBD Fans. It's a gasket mounted HHKB layout 60% board from KBD Fans. Holy shoot, those mics are worth a pretty penny. Yeah, I don't know if you looked at a DPA 4066, but it's pricey as shit. But if that's exactly the one he uses, that's super sick. Yeah, I want to be able to get one, or like I have one actually coming in. One of the packages I opened up a little bit earlier was a little adapter for it, as it's gonna come in, I think, in the next couple of days. So we're gonna get that. But I think also a big factor is like he's not clipping anything to his shirt, I don't think. And I get a lot of little wrestlies and shit like that. Ada's often talking about how she'll watch my streams or my VODs and kind of gets like annoyed by like the little wrestling sounds and shit like that. so I'm just like, all right, we'll upgrade it. I don't know what his one is, but I'm just gonna presume that if it looks cheap and thin like that, it's probably expensive and really nice. Yeah, no. The ones I was looking at for a long while were Countryman. Countryman microphones are like they're what pastors use. Gopi, hey, you hear that Pretty Boy Millionaires track? I haven't yet, Gopi. My brother was telling me about it, but I still haven't listened to it yet. I have to remember to listen to it after this. Okay, wait. Okay, we got a couple of to-dos here. I'm gonna add these to my to-do list. One thing I gotta do. Oh shit! None of my keyboards are plugged in. All right. Fuck. All right, give me a second here. I gotta write this in. Okay. Okay. Thing the first. I have to donate January money to SF Marin Food Bank. And then I need to listen to new PBM song. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Gopi. You're not based. I've been busy, man. I've been busy. All right, guys. We got three keyboards here. This is a gasket-mounted D60 from KBD Fans. I think it went under the radar. It's a nice keyboard. I haven't tried very many other modern nice keyboards, but I gotta say, like, this is the first one I decided to build. Of just what I think is a pretty nice keyboard in some time. And it's nice. So this is what I'm driving. This has some JWK recolors. They're the EV01 switches, lubed with some 205 grade 0. We have this guy right here, another linear board. This one that I've just already tried out, the Matthias bumperless, the modified Matthias linears that have their bumpers removed. And finally, this thing that I've showed on screen for just a short bit right here. This is actually a Philco. This is a Philco that I had an aftermarket, I want to say it was an aftermarket Tex aluminum case. And I mean, for what it is, it's pretty nice. It's got some of these EPBT just blanks. Oh my gosh. So if you guys are interested in just hearing like a quick sound comparison, these are just straight MX Red. So if you guys are interested in a comparison, you guys know MX Red, you guys know unlubed MX Red. So this is our control. There's no lubricant. These are, pre-retool era. These are before 2016 MX Red cherry switches. So this is our control. So those right there, control, MX Red. Unlubed. Hopefully not brand new to anybody, but if it is, well, there it is. This is my D60 that I built over the last couple of keyboard streams that I did. Lubed JWK linears, EV01 switches. All right, there you go. Lube switches, gasket mounted case, all that. And then finally, here are the Matthias switches. Linear switches, bumper free. So those are the three keyboards, 3 linear keyboards if anyone was interested in this particular very strange comparison. My first keyboard that I'm building just shipped. I'm hyped to lube for 4 hours. I ordered an NK65 entry edition. Right on. Welcome to this world. The wobbly test is just, I'm gonna just graze my fingers over, and there's like a crazy amount of wobble on these Matthias switches. Finally got a nice full-time gig. I can't wait to trade thousands of dollars with other hobbyists. Right on. Right on. Fatali, thank you for the follow. Glad you could be here tonight. So there you have it. A small linear comparison. How you liking the EV01? Ah, they're chill. They're alright. Do you have a coil cable? I do actually. The priciness came from the fact that I have it as a Limo disconnect. But I'll quickly show that. So right here, this is a coiled cable, USB-C on one end, there's Limo on the other end, and then I just have the other end of the host side. Yeah, the host side Limo cable is just plugged in. I'm not gonna pull it out. Where did you get it? I've been looking around, they're pricey. Yeah, Limo specifically is very, very pricey. If you just go down one step and use like YC8, it's significantly cheaper. Aviator is even cheaper than that, and then I think even like no quick disconnect is even cheaper. Like if you just have one long regular cable. Depends on what you're looking for. I get mine from coaxius. Shit, I guess I gotta type something in. Give me a second here. Let me plug this keyboard back in. So I get mine from coaxius. Again, not cheap, but what I do like is the crazy amount of customization that they have, as well as the customization samples. Like I think that like that kind of just really reigns supreme in terms of like me wanting to order from places when they provide you so much information, just through all the pictures and all of the descriptions. Yeah, I love the cables that they produce. More than 100, yeah. I think a Limo cable is probably around that amount, and it just kind of depends on like all the customizations you choose, I believe. Yeah, like whether or not you want coils, whether like which, disconnect option you choose, if any, and then just like the length of the coils, the size of the coils. The colors, the additional sleeving, it's just all that stuff is choosable. If you just take a look at coaxius's site. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. It's just I kind of just like what they have going on. But there's a lot of other places as well that you could go for, especially if you're not looking towards Limo. There's a couple places that do Limo, I think. But if you're looking at YC8 or Aviator, there's a lot of places that do them, so yeah. Okay. Second comparison. I don't even know what Limo means. Limo is just like the ability to like disconnect just in the middle of your cable instead of like having to pull it out from your USB like host. Limo is just a very expensive it's a very expensive option for doing that. Like it's like a magnitude higher. I think it's particularly because it's like it's used in a lot of very more practical industrial applications like military, medicine, and I think also even like cinema. Yeah. So you should check it out if you're interested at all. If anything, like honestly, I don't think there's any great issue with. It was a push-pull type connector if that helps. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like there's nothing wrong with just getting one long cable with no disconnecting mechanism. Just wanted to throw that out there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. Oh. Okay. Real quick, I did want to show another thing, guys. This is another, affordable keyboard, but I do have some nice keycaps on. I think that a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people have seen this, or that this case is or this key set is particularly common. These are EPBT, I believe. I think they called it Cyan. I think they called it Cyan Cyrillic, but it doesn't look cyan, to be honest. It just looks blue to me. I'm not sure how it's really coming in through to you guys, but it's definitely a cool looking set. I like it, but at the same time, it's not kitted for HHKBs, and I only use HHKBs now, so it doesn't really see much love because it's not kitted. These, I believe, let's take a look at what's inside of these. These are gray. These are tactile Cherry MX tactile gray. But they are modified to be much, much lighter than a tactile gray. Just get a modern EBBT set and try to mix and match. That is actually a really good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I think one problem that I can think of is that and this is like the smallest problem, but one problem I can think of is that all of the actual symbols are this blue, and I'm not sure, or they called it cyan. I'm not sure if there are any such, 1.5 backspaces in these blue icon colors, but I think that's the least of our problems, right? Probably same with the shift as well. There's probably not going to be, your bottom row is all black anyway. That's true. I think you're probably right in just mixing and matching, just getting rid of all the mods. That's probably a good way to go. You're right. You're right. What do you think of GMK Birch? I'm gonna take a look at it again. I remember thinking that it's chill. I don't know that I would get it. I think that there are pretty much most key sets are they're all right, but I don't know if I'll get them. I have very weird particulars. Is that some of my very weird particulars are that I kind of I really only honestly nowadays white legends on some color, single tone, no two-tone mods are a different color than alphas. I like them all where the mods and the alphas are the same colors, and that's kind of what I've really been liking, especially when the legends are white on top of something else. So today actually I just got in on GMK Dandy. GMK Dandy just dropped opening day, and there was a little sale for what was it, 50% off desk mats. I'm just I'll get it. I'm gonna buy this anyways, so I might as well just get the desk mat discount on day one. Problem I can think of is that your set's from a very old batch, so the base keycap color probably won't match 100%. Yeah, I can see that as a possibility. Yeah, just trying to get, and really what it comes down to is literally just the 1U row 1 backslash. But you know what? I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I actually just got CRP, which I was showing on stream the other night. But I can also just paste this image here. There's actually something really disappointing about the CRP sets, which I see it in my naked eye. It's a little harder to see, in pictures. But let's see here. CRP has this issue where Tulip, is a two-tone. Alphas and mods are different colors. The HHKB kit that came in gray for all the gray mods, like control and backspace and etc., came with also a gray 1-unit pipe / key, which is like super goofy. Like I hate that. However, I accounted for that by separately going to another seller and buying a CRP HHKB white kit that I guess is used for the Japanese black pink set for CRP. The problem is that the shade of white is different than the alphas, like the CRP HHKB white. White is different from the Tulip alphas. Yeah, the black pink is whiter, so it's kind of a bummer. So that's kind of the difference between the top left, which is that HHKB white kit, and then the bottom is the CRP Tulip alphas. The compat was pretty bad for R3 CRP. Yeah, it's not great. But you know what? In all honesty, I'm just really hoping that like when I actually like go and mount this on a keyboard, I'm probably not gonna notice. And in the same fashion as that, like this suggestion you just made, Gok, which was like try to, get mods from another set and then like see what's gonna happen with the extra alpha for the 1-unit / pipe, just ends up matching enough to the rest of these alphas, and we'd probably be good to go. There is something also I really hate, which was these control keys, these control 1.25 control keys have this like stupid ass issue where the legends are like aligned really badly. Fortunately, they're only on 1.25 keys, so I'm not tripping too hard because I'm not even going to use them anymore. It's kind of absurd. I don't know if they still have that issue today, but it was just like kind of ridiculous. They're selling new kits for R4. I was hearing a lot about R4 being sold, but I'm just like, there doesn't seem to be any big reliable US proxy for this, I feel like, right? Like there's no US vendors, like North American vendors. I don't think Massdrop or Drop is running it. At the moment it's on Taobao. So Taobao, you'd probably still need like some kind of a proxy service, right? Might be on Drop later. All right. So I'll check it out. I mean, in any case, like I think for the CRP issue specifically, one fix is that Tulip is such a weird set anyways, that like you could probably source just another top row normal key from something like Peacock or something. So it's just like if I just go and get Peacock, like I might as well just like, grab one of the top row keys there. Because I'm not confident at this point now that like there's going to be a real good fix for all that. Anyways, one of the reasons why I pulled this out was just like how we did like a little sound test earlier for 3 different linear boards, which were the stock Cherry MX Red pre-2016 in a Philco. To go along with this D60, Lube JWK linears that I worked on my last builds on stream, as well as the Matthias undampened red linears. We had that little sound comparison. I wanted to also be able to run a sound comparison on these, which are essentially the equivalent of Ergo Clears. They're slightly different in that I sourced the stem from Cherry MX Tactile Grays instead of Cherry MX Clears. They're the same stem, just they're recolored, and these were like the first, not first, but like these are Cherry's version of recolors from way back. They just put in different springs in those stems. But in any case, you were gonna swap them out with lighter springs anyway, and like an Ergo Clear mod. So that's what I've got in here. Right here, I've got the Matthias undampened tactile switches, so we can just run a little sound test there. So these are equivalent of Ergo Clears. I believe these are unlubed. I think, as far as I can tell. So let's just go and do it. So here's our control. MX Cherry MX Ergo Clear. All right. As our control. This is our other keyboard, the Matthias switches that are tactile and undampened. I would have loved to have a board that's just built with the complicated brown Alps. But I don't. I have them spare sitting around. So my only comparison is just this. We'll build a board. I feel like we'll build a brown Alps board later on. But in any case, side-by-side comparison. I actually really like these. I really like these, and I'm just bummed out that this PCB is not outfitted for HHKB, like split backspace, split right shift. Because if it were, I would actually use this keyboard. As cheap as this was, plastic case, like OEM keycaps, I think that these are really, really nice, like personally. Alp switches just sound so much deeper than MX switches. Agree, hard agree. I love them, and I mean these are not even like real Alps, to be perfectly honest. These are Matthias switches, which I think a lot of people have shit on. I think unreasonably. I think they're very underappreciated. I quite like them. All right. So, is everybody out there? Because I could show some rare shit if anyone's interested in seeing some old shit, some rare shit. If anybody's out there, we can do this. If not, we can go back to lubing some Zealios. Let's go. All right. You are stalling again. I'm stalling so damn hard. But you know what? Like, my flow got interrupted earlier when I had to like kill stream to go back to work. So it's like, hey, like, I earned this. I earned my stalling, you know? I earned my stalling. Also, I'm probably not going to lube any more switches tonight, to be perfectly honest. Let's face it. I also have just realized that Alex changed my stream title at some point. I don't know when that happened. Do you guys know when that happened? Because my stream title was previously Zealios and Collection, and it's not that any longer. I don't even know when that happened. Okay.
I didn't change it.
You did not change this, really?
No.
No? Was it me? Did I change it?
I think that's just what you called your stream.
Oh, I think you're right, dude. You must be right.
You make some bold claims.
Some bold claims. Alright, what the fuck? What is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, guys. we got something real special here. I think one of these things, I have no idea how you guys, you know, this might be like not that. I have no clue. I have no clue if this is it or if it's not. But I do want to show you guys, because I don't think Off Kilter 5280. Thank you for the follow. Guys, we got something that I think might be interesting. But we'll see. We'll see what you guys think. Have you guys seen this? I don't know. I don't know if there is a general consensus on whether or not this is cool. But what I do know is that I bought it and never used it. Okay, we got XMIT, the Hall Effect. The Hall Effect switches. These were I guess this. Oh shit! This fella XMIT noticed that there was a huge lack of modern Hall Effect switches. So he decided to produce a keyboard, a modern keyboard that uses Hall Effect switches. I looked this up a little bit, like a little while back, and noticed that I think some people had some issues with this keyboard in particular. I do have it, and I realized no one really talks about it. So it's just like, I'm not sure if it's because it's not cool or if it's because it's not really present like in the lexicon. But take a look here. These are actually like cherry. You guys can see this. These are actually like cherry mounted keyboard or keycaps that you can put on these like cherry cross stem, like, you know, mounts. So I could put like sort of anything here. This finish is actually bamboo. The idea is cool, but it needs to be refined. Right. So I had two of these. I actually had two of these, and then I ended up just giving the other one to a friend for his birthday. Because I didn't. To be perfectly honest, it's like, I don't know why I bought two of them in the first place, and it's just like, why do I have two? I'll just get rid of it. And it's just like, oh, it's a friend's birthday. Here's my opportunity. So anyways, here are the switches. I don't know why you even bought one. I don't know either, other than the fact that like, oh shit, Hall Effect, right? Hall Effect is sick. Like, no one really uses Hall Effect. There's no Hall Effect mechanisms in our everyday lives. As far as I know, there's no Hall Effect mechanism that I believe I know to use. It was on Massdrop, right? It was on Massdrop, yeah. Oh, it's that Hall Effect keyboard I saw online at some point. Yeah. So it also just has some very offensive RGB. I'd love to be able to open this at one point just to like look inside. I mean, are you guys interested in watching that at all? Or are you guys like, do you guys want me to move on, or do you want me to open this up? Because like I'm both interested in opening it up and moving on to the next thing. Gawk, Tempest, Danny Pop, do you guys, Spelunk Punk, Alex, do you guys have any preference on what I do? I've seen them submerge this keyboard in water before. Really? And like it still worked? Are they as smooth as the rumors say? The rumors. Okay, let's see.
Take a bath with it.
Take a bath with it?
Yeah, it's streaming.
So I venture to say, I'd say go with what your heart desires, Splunk Punk. Thank you for that. Are they as smooth as rumors say? So here we actually, okay, here's a fourth comparison of linear switches, right? They are the smoothest switches is what I hear. So, okay. Our control here is this MX Red pre-retool keyboard, right? And these are unlubed MX Red. So, I mean, take what you want from it. Like, I think most people would say that unlubed linear cherry MX switches are not smooth. I have no opinion on its smoothness, honestly. But this is cherry MX, red unlubed. again, here is my D60 lubed JWK linears. Here is Matthias, which Matthias linears, which I think are pretty damn smooth. And then here are the XMIT Hall effect switches. So the thing is, Tempest, yeah, so Tempest and Gok, you guys provide a good point. I think Matthias is super smooth. I think this is super smooth too. But yes, they're wobbly as shit. And again, you can't have friction if the tolerances are loose. That's exactly what I've ever thought of. Like, it's just like, yeah, it can't be rough if it's just moving around in air, right? It is smooth. Like, you actually can't deny that. Okay. Now, this might be, so again, you guys let me know. Do you guys want me to open this up or air cushion switch? Yeah, it's just like, just type on air, right? Should we put it to a vote? Alex, do you want to set up a vote for me? Do you know how to make votes?
No.
Perfect, thank you. How do you set up votes in Twitch? I've never once did a poll. You need new mods. Okay, question. What to do next? Okay, I know how to do this. Okay. I am the best mod ever. Okay, duration. Let's keep this going for 2 minutes. And actually, you know what? Let's do the allow additional votes for bits or for rank meter cracks, channel rewards or channel points. All right, 2 minutes. Let's go. I watch anime while I... You can see the wobble with row 5 and how uneven the 1.25s are. Yep. It's true. Alright, nobody seems to be interested in opening up the XMIT. Alright. Interesting to know. I do, you know, what I realize is that, like, I don't ever think that I'm gonna get client builds because I don't think I'll ever take them. Because I have like enough interests and enough things where I'm just like, a lot of things are personal builds, so I'll probably just have enough streaming content for a while to do just personal stuff. But then there's also this fact that I can always revisit a lot of the old shit in my closet. So it's like, I'm good. So it's like, I do want to be able to open this at one point, or open this up at one point just to kind of see what the hell's going on. And just open up anything and find out. All right. I'm gonna start to put this away here because it's not looking good for our good friend XMIT here. If you guys want to surprise me, feel free. Just revisit the same board 27 times. I missed out on 22 streams I could have done. I don't think they are around anymore. XMIT. Sorry to my main man XMIT. All right. The 4 of you who have voted, thank you for voting. We're gonna move on to the finale here. Guys, this right here, I'm very interested to show you guys. I don't think I've shown this on stream before. Maybe I have. If you guys have seen this already, I'm sorry. But it is still sick, even if I have shown it to you before. Any chance any of you guys are familiar with what this is? Anybody? Thick boy. Let's look this up. Because I know what this is, but I do actually remember Googling this recently because I found this little funny thing that came with it in a separate box. And then I Googled it and I'm like, what did this belong to? And I realized it belonged to this. So let's Google this. Aha. All right. This is weird because I'm seeing something here that's a part of it. If you actually Google the number, but not the whole thing. I do want to show you guys though. I think we can actually open this up if you guys want to see it. This right here is a Honeywell Aerospace numpad. This is actually pulled from like I guess an aerospace division. These are genuine Hall effects with these thick ass double shots. And then Hata, the input club / Kono.store guy, he found a way to actually get this working over a Teensy. And so I have it converted to USB. So take a look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty thick. You guys like that? It's a thick old double shot here. Let me also brighten this up because I don't think you guys can see the actual switch. See how much brighter we can get. Oh, we're getting a lot of grain here. Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool because, I mean, before XMIT, there was basically like no Hall effects that I think the community could really easily find in the wild. How similar is that gray to GMK ASCII? That's a great question. Also, I do not like how incredibly bright this is. Let's go. I'm gonna go grab. Oh shit, ASCII is right there next to me on my floor. Ugh. Oh, Jiajigo. My build. That's the keyboard that you kind of see here on the right a little bit. That D60 with EV01. Right now we're just looking through my collection. So this is a Honeywell Aerospace Hall effect. This is a Hall effect numpad. And if you're at all interested, Gawk, to answer your question, did I not have an escape key? Oh, here it is. Oh, let's just grab this 7. So there's the color comparison. What you think? What do you guys think? Pretty similar? Right on. Yeah. Cool, right? So, here's what I'll say. This is another one of these situations, Gawk and Tempest, where it's smooth. Because it's really wobbly. I mean, you can... Oh, shit. You can see this. Look at this. Like, there's just, like, not a lot of friction on the sides. But it's a very, very cool piece, I think, of history in terms of like having, and like what's crazy is just like looking at it, like it's pristine. It's actually really pristine. Like this, I think these went unused. I think it was Hata had found a source of just like, hey, like we found a bunch of this like old equipment that was basically unused. So it's like, it's pretty sick. I want to open it up. I actually do. So let me go grab a couple of drivers. It practically echoes. The fact that it's converted to USB is honestly amazing. I agree. Yeah, I remember what happened was this was pre-Discord days. I don't think Discord even existed. There was a Geek Hack IRC channel. Do I even open this? Maybe I don't even open this. I think I'd probably just go downstairs here. Let's try these guys. There was a Geek Hack IRC channel, and I was just like asking Hata for help, and like he was like, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's just definitely super willing to help. So yeah, I don't think I've shown this on stream before, but it's just like every now and then I love the opportunity to just show some random shit in my collection. Some of it's not rare, and some of it is like not really quite so interesting, but I do just like being able to show it because it's like, hey, here it is. And I don't think that a lot of people might be super familiar with some of this stuff. I kind of wish there were thick double shots like those these days. They're crazy. Oh my goodness. Y'all seeing this shit? You guys interested in getting like a super close shot of this? Yeah, I remember doing this and I was like, Jesus, this is fucking terrible. Here's what we'll do. Let's switch lenses. What the heck is up with that PCB? Good question. Is the PCB on the bottom case the original controller? That is my understanding. So here's the top controller. This is where all the keycaps are mounted, is onto this PCB here. My understanding is that, trying to make sure I don't ruin anything here. This guy right here is like some kind of daughter board, I guess. And then there was like, before this giant ribbon cable was cut and shifted into this teensy right here. It used to be like, you know, it used to terminate in something that I guess would plug into here, or one of these guys here. and then the actual original cable was like routed in through here and then just out this giant, like this fat circular exit. So yeah, this was my work from 6-ish years ago, 6-7 years ago or so. Just with a lot of help from Hata. I think, yeah, someone programmed the TNC, and I just flashed it, and I think it works. Like, I think it does actually like work to this day. All of this is for a numpad. This very, very bizarre numpad. I mean, it might have been more appropriate to like not mod this to USB and then keep it as like a weird, interesting Honeywell collector's item, but it's like, at the time I was like, fuck, let's just do it. So yeah, this is it. I don't know if you guys are looking for anything else in particular here, but I kind of want to close it back up and then just corroborate that it still actually works. So if there are no objections here, I'm gonna screw it back together. Let's set up another vote. I don't know. I'm just like, kind of want to always, you know, like, I don't want to show everything off. This is funny. It's like, I think it kind of got to snap shit in place. Because these holes don't perfectly align just sitting. Guess I gotta come back for another stream then. Oh, look, I think, you know what? Spelunk Punk, just for you. I'll find something else. I'll find something else in the pantry tonight. Just for you. See if we can come across anything interesting tonight. Always gotta leave them wanting more, you know? But we'll take care of you guys after I test this out. I do want to see if it actually does still work. Let's see. I mean, I guess I can just show this off. I don't really need to show the keyboard, I don't think. Or I can. Except the lens is all... Okay, give me a second here. Switch this lens back. It's just like I got like 2 primes and no zoom. Seems like you got quite a bit. I got a little collection. Got a little collection here. Let's see. Okay, so it plugged in the keyboard, so it does actually work. Yeah, this is actually working. Okay, that seems to be the enter key. There's dot, plus, minus, star, divide. Sick. Yeah, this is actually functioning. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll rummage through and see if I can find just one more interesting thing for you. Spelunk Punk. We'll do it. What do I have for you? That's kind of... There's a couple things here that's kind of interesting. Couple. What do I want to show? All right, let's show this. It's just like while we're here. I mean, it's in my line of sight here, and it's just... I'll show it. Why not? Are you into Topre at all? That's a great question. You want to know why? We have another numpad. It's numpad night. I love HHKBs. I stuck with my my HHKB for several years, which kind of explains the hiatus I took. Basically around 2016, 2017, I just started driving HHKBs, and that was kind of the end of it. Actually, you know what? There was something I haven't thought about this, but there was actually something that really solidified me, like not going back to anything but HHKBs. Let me find out the exact point. Because I've now gotten myself curious. Give me a second. February 2nd, 2017. I keep all my receipts for anyone who's unfamiliar with me. I keep a receipt of everything I buy. Not necessarily because I'm financially responsible or anything. It's because I just want to see how I'm spending. In fact, I imagine that I spend more because I keep track of all my finances. So I have receipts from everything I've bought in the last decade. I think I started in 2011. That's a whole conversation in itself, but in 2017 I bought my second HHKB, and the reason why that's really important is because now I was no longer using two different keyboards for home and for work. Yeah. So I basically just got super comfortable with HHKBs to the point where I basically can't go back. So I took this hiatus basically from 2017 till COVID. And I think it's so amazing that just like there's so many, you know, MX HHKB options to choose from and to be able to build. Keeping receipts is more responsible than most, especially me. I feel like if I didn't keep receipts, then I'd be more wary of the stuff I was buying. So I'd probably spend a little bit less. But now it's like every month I can see like, okay, here's how close I can cut it. So yeah, just modified a 23U into a Hypro 21U. Right on, right on. Very cool. You know, to be perfectly honest, I think that there was a point, at least on Geek Hack, when everyone was really into 55 gram everything and silenced everything. I think the silenced everything is still a thing. I don't like silenced, and I don't like 55 gram. I think 45 is perfect. So I actually had a 55 gram real force at one point, and then I just straight up I was like, fuck this. I never use numpads, and I also don't like 55 gram. So I just traded it straight up with someone who had a 45 gram, and I'm sure they were probably thrilled because they were like, 55 gram was probably like rarer or something at the time. Then I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I just want 45. 55 gram HHKB and Norbiforce. Right, I actually picked up a heavy grail. So I'm looking forward to that. And the funny thing is that the heavy grail I picked up is not even for the HHKB option that I have. So I'm probably gonna end up buying a Type S just to see what it's like in a heavy grail. I'm almost certain that I won't like it. So my plan is to unsilence the Type S, which I'll probably like that even more than a regular HHKB, given that like my understanding is that the purple sliders actually have a little bit more give to compensate for the added push of the actual silencers. So I'm curious to see, like, I don't know of anyone who's talked about undampening like a Type S, like and then actually like using it. Yeah, it's like it's like 0.2 of a millimeter longer. Yeah. So like I've known that people have done the thing where it's just like they'll look at it and then they'll take pictures of it, like, you know, for science or whatever. But I've never heard of someone who's just unsilenced their whole, you know, taupe ray silenced board and then just used it and have seen any difference. So I'm curious about being able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. I'm very excited to actually see, you know, and be able to do something with the heavy grail. Pretty exciting. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, this is probably like slightly less interesting to you maybe than I might have previously indicated, but I think it was just pretty funny how I pulled out a taupe ray without even knowing that you mentioned it. While we're at it, there's actually one other thing that I can just show. Same here, man. I'm pretty hyped for the heavy grail. Yeah. All right, one more thing here. This is my HHKB. I have it on my side machine right now. This is my streaming PC right here. My HHKB, it's got a nice little nick right there. I love that nick. I'm not gonna pull out the the macro lens just so you can see a piece of damage here, but we got the KBD fans all white set, which is like, I know, like, what I get the sense that people might not like the KBD fans, you know, taupe ray sets. I'm not sure. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I actually really like this because I like the colorway more so than the typical two-tone alpha mod that came with the white HHKB. And then we also got here the Click Clack skull from Clack Factory, circa, what is that? You know, when he was still making these skulls. Nice taupe ray artist, and yeah, it's a trophy silver. I think we can possibly get the nick here. Let's see. It's right there. Funny story is, like, I think I dropped shit. It's funny because I either dropped my work laptop right on top of it, or I dropped another keyboard on top of it. It was one of those two. Something about HHKBs and small nicks. I have a broken clip, so there's just a huge piece of duct tape on mine. Oh, another thing that's pretty cool here. I think there was a very, very small group buy for these, like, this is an HHKB Pro 2, and what's a big downfall of it is the fact that there's like bump-ons on the bottom, but there's no bump-ons on the top. So someone ran this like this group buy for these. I have no idea like if these were like custom made, or if these are from something and then they found a source for this. I have no clue, but like they perfectly fit into these two little screw hole entry points. Yeah, so it's like, it's super cool. Like, just all things considered, my HHKB Pro 2 has got a solution for this. Whereas I think probably the Pro 3 or the hybrids, you know, the newest wave, I think they probably just have some fix for it. Yeah. Big brain, big old brain. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah. So that's I love this. Sometimes like what happens is I go through these lubing streams and like I'm just like, well, I'll just get through it, and then when it just so happens that I get these like big raids, like it's been coincidental and it's just like I'd rather just show my stuff off. So glad you guys are here for it. Glad you guys are here to see it. All right, guys, my guys, and ladies, everybody, I think that's about time for me. So I'm gonna look over and see who's online right now. Few people. There's someone here I don't think I've seen before. I think I have an idea of where to go. Danny Pop 37, thanks for the stream. Enjoyed the collection. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I appreciate that you and everybody else who's here have been here. So very cool, very cool. Okay, sick. All right, for anyone who might not have caught it earlier, for one, we got the Discord. So anybody out there who's interested in, just getting some notifications of when I go online, any discussions about keyboards or just a lot of the other stuff I stream. I do stream a lot of other different kinds of content. Anybody who wants to see some exclusive content, I do post some exclusive keyboard content on my keyboard channel. Feel free to hop in. No pressure, but feel free to just join in if you so please. Thanks for the stream. I'm definitely returning for the next. Yeah. I usually do keyboard stuff. I typically do keyboard stuff on Thursdays, but every now and then when I'm just kind of like, between projects or just I gotta do something else, I might actually do film. I do photo film scanning on Thursdays as well when I'm not doing keyboard stuff. Tuesdays I also stream Splatoon. If anybody's big on the Nintendo Switch shooter, first-party shooter Splatoon, I play that on Tuesdays with my team. Alex was on the voice chat. He's on my team, and a couple others as well. And then occasionally I will have a third stream in a week, but it's not too typical. I do 3 streams a week, but it happens every now and then. So that could be literally anything. So yeah. So Discord if you want those updates, or if you want to come by for any of the exclusive content, feel free. In addition to that, guys, if you guys didn't catch it earlier, I send all bits and subs, all the money I get from them, to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. But if you want to send money over to them directly without Twitch taking the cut, I got this link here. That's my donation page for them, and that's where I drop in my donations at the end of every month. So still got to get that donation in for the month of January. I've been just forgetting. Sometimes I just forget. But I'll get that in, and you guys will be able to keep up on the right or on the left hand side. There's some updates on what donations are made. So yeah, cool. Alrighty. Guys, until the next stream, whenever it may be, thank you all for being here, and shouts out to Doctor Who for that big old keyboard raid, and shouts out to Lady Bala for the second raid as well, that big old raid from her. Much appreciated, guys. Everybody, thank you again for being here tonight. Good night from San Francisco. We're gonna be raiding someone I haven't seen before, so we'll check out his content. We're gonna be raiding Presley. Thank you, guys.